In a world where organic waste is growing at an enormous rate, the cost of traditional animal feed has skyrocketed, and the urgent need for sustainable protein sources has become critically clear. The black soldier fly, Hermetia illucens, has quietly emerged as a powerful, unsung hero in modern agriculture. This remarkable insect transforms low-value organic waste, from livestock manure, kitchen leftovers, spoiled fruits and vegetables, to slaughterhouse byproducts, into high-quality protein-rich biomass. At the same time, it significantly reduces greenhouse gas emissions, produces nutrient-rich frass, insect manure that improves soil health, and delivers attractive economic returns. Imagine turning your backyard garden or small farm into a beautifully closed-loop system. Waste becomes feed for poultry, fish, or livestock, potentially cutting feed costs by up to 50%. Today's content will guide you step by step through the black soldier fly farming process, from fragile eggs to mature flies ready to reproduce, drawing on proven practices from large-scale farms in China, the current world leader in black soldier fly production and global supply, but adapted to be beginner-friendly so that even people with limited space can start confidently and scale up over time. We'll cover every stage in detail, along with the key benefits, strengths, weaknesses, risks, disease, weather, natural enemies, and practical solutions to help you succeed. The life cycle of the black soldier fly typically lasts 38 to 45 days under optimal conditions, temperature 27 to 32 degrees Celsius, humidity 60 to 80%, and sufficient light for adult flies, enabling year-round production. Unlike many other insects, adult black soldier flies do not bite, sting, or transmit diseases. They focus solely on reproduction, while the larvae do all the hard work of converting waste. On large commercial facilities in China, black soldier fly larvae can process 20 to 50 tons of organic waste per day, generating substantial biomass. For small-scale setups, however, you can start with just a simple net cage and a few plastic bins. No large investment required. Let's begin at the very first stage, those tiny eggs that start the entire cycle. Egg stage, the foundation of every cycle, planting the seeds for growth. Everything begins with tiny, ivory-white eggs that resemble miniature grains of rice. Mature female black soldier flies typically lay their eggs in clusters on dry materials such as wooden sticks, corrugated cardboard, or plastic mesh, placed near a moist food source. Everything begins with tiny, ivory-white eggs that resemble miniature grains of rice. Mature female black soldier flies typically lay their eggs in clusters on dry materials such as wooden sticks, corrugated cardboard, or plastic mesh, placed near a moist food source. Each female can lay 500 to 900 eggs in a single batch. Farmers collect these egg clusters regularly. Once harvested, the eggs are placed in plastic containers or specialized trays with a moist substrate. For example, a 1-to-1 mixture of soybean meal and chicken feed, maintained at 60 to 70% moisture. These trays are then moved to an ideal incubation area, such as a warm room or under a heat lamp if necessary. Optimal conditions: maintain a temperature of 26 to 30 degrees Celsius and relative humidity of 60 to 80% to prevent the eggs from drying out or cracking. Avoid drafts, direct sunlight, or dusty areas to reduce the risk of mold. Care at this stage is quite straightforward. Check the surface moisture daily and lightly mist with clean, non-chlorinated water if needed. Do not flip or disturb the eggs excessively. Let nature take its course. This method, widely used on large-scale farms in China, achieves hatching rates of 90 to 95%. After 3 to 5 days under optimal conditions, the eggs hatch into tiny, off-white larvae, neonates, visible to the naked eye on the bottom of the box or tray. At this point, farmers transfer the newly hatched larvae to larger trays and prepare a thin layer of moist feed substrate to spread them out so they can start feeding immediately. Key tip: if hatching rates are low, recheck temperature and humidity. When preparing the initial feed layer for neonates, avoid excessive moisture to prevent drowning. A depth of just 2-3 centimeters is usually sufficient. This is the critical step to avoid early failures. On large commercial farms in China, once the young larvae reach a certain size, they are transferred from trays to more spacious environments, such as concrete floors or large tarpaulin-covered areas, for industrial-scale rearing. Larval stage, the super-efficient conversion machine, turning waste into biomass. From tiny, fragile neonates, the larvae quickly transform into voracious eating machines, converting organic waste into nutrient-dense biomass. This stage lasts 14 to 22 days under ideal conditions, making up the majority of the life cycle and delivering the highest economic value thanks to their impressive waste processing capacity of up to 15 to 20 kilograms per hectare per day. During this phase, maintain 80 to 85% moisture by misting with clean water 2 to 3 times per day. Avoid chlorinated water to prevent contamination. Keep temperatures between 25 to 32 degrees Celsius. Ensure good ventilation to prevent toxic gas buildup, and periodically mix or turn the feed to distribute it evenly and avoid mold growth. Regularly monitor larval health. Healthy larvae are highly active, creamy white in color, and grow rapidly, from 1 millimeters to 2 to 3 centimeters. If you notice unusual odors or mass die-offs, immediately check the pH, ideal range 6 to 8, and remove any spoiled material. This stage not only processes waste but also reduces its volume by 50 to 70%, while producing nutrient-rich frass, larval manure, that serves as an excellent organic fertilizer. When the larvae reach 1.5–2.5 centimeters in length and stop feeding, they darken to a yellowish-brown color, a clear sign that they are entering the prepupal stage. Prepupal stage, calcium larvae, the optimal harvest window, maximizing value. This is the golden window for harvesting. When mature larvae stop feeding, migrate out of the moist substrate, and change color from white to golden brown or dark brown. The stage lasts 5 to 14 days, depending on temperature, faster in warmer conditions. At this point, they reach peak nutrient accumulation, 40 to 56% protein, dry weight basis, high calcium and lauric acid, turning them into a true superfood for animal feed. Effective recognition and harvesting process at this stage. Monitor when larvae climb up the container walls or onto dry surfaces, become firmer, and stop eating entirely. Harvesting method. Use a sieve, mesh screen, or self-harvesting ramp system. The larvae naturally crawl out on their own. For large-scale operations, farmers employ industrial screening machines to boost efficiency and reduce manual labor. Once carefully separated, prepupae can be fed directly to livestock, dried at 60–70 degrees for dry feed, or frozen for long-term storage. Benefits and applications. Feeding prepupae can increase weight gain in poultry and aquaculture by 20 to 30%, boost immunity, and significantly cut feed costs. They are also excellent as fishing bait or even for organic fertilizer production. Avoid harvesting too late to prevent early pupation, which reduces nutritional value. If not fully harvested, the remaining prepupae will continue transforming into the pupal stage. Pupal stage, the quiet transformation period, preparing for rebirth. In this stage, the prepupae shrink and harden into dark brown to black pupa, resembling small black beans or coffee beans in shape and color. The pupal phase lasts 7 to 14 days, during which no food is needed. They rely entirely on stored energy reserves to undergo complete metamorphosis. Care process during this stage is quite simple. Transfer the pupae to a separate, dry tray or container with 50 to 60% humidity and good ventilation. Maintain temperatures of 25 to 30 degrees Celsius and avoid high moisture to prevent fungal growth. No active intervention is required. Simply check periodically to remove any damaged or moldy pupae. This is the moment when farmers harvest and move pupae to the dedicated breeding area, where they will soon emerge as adult flies. This phase highlights the importance of patience. Much like a quiet hibernation, building up for the explosive energy release in the final adult stage. Adult stage, mating and reproduction. Closing the cycle. From the pupae, adult black soldier flies emerge after 7 to 14 days. These adults are 13 to 20 millimeters long, resemble wasps or bees in appearance, but are completely harmless. They do not sting or bite. Their short adult life lasts only 5 to 8 days, during which they focus entirely on mating and egg laying to sustain the colony. At this stage, care is minimal. Mist with water 3 to 4 times per day to maintain humidity and provide at least 12 hours of natural sunlight or LED lighting to stimulate mating behavior. Adult flies eat almost nothing. They only need a simple sugar water solution or overripe fruit for energy. After 3 to 5 days, females will lay eggs on dry substrates such as wooden sticks, corrugated cardboard, or mesh placed near a moist food source. And that's the complete life cycle of the black soldier fly, from those tiny fragile eggs to the final adult flies that close the loop and begin the cycle anew. What starts as ordinary organic waste is transformed into high-value protein, nutrient-rich frass, reduced greenhouse gas emissions, and significant cost savings for farmers and animal feed producers alike. The black soldier fly is not just an insect, it is a quiet revolution in agriculture. Start small, experiment, learn from each cycle, and witness how this unsung hero transforms waste, your farm, and perhaps even your community. The future of sustainable protein and waste management is already buzzing. Are you ready to join in? If you found this content helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with your family and friends. Who knows, they might be dreaming of starting their own green waste management model too. Thank you for following along until the end. Wishing you success with black soldier flies.